a selection of Ubuntu releases. Even if you're well versed with Linux, it's important that you know the options available for Ubuntu releases as well as the release history. With that knowledge in hand, you can make intelligent decisions on when it's best to upgrade Ubuntu Server Edition. But let's back up a bit. Ubuntu is sponsored by Canonical, created by Mark Shuttleworth as the corporate sponsor for the Ubuntu distribution. Besides Ubuntu Server, there are 3 desktop builds released by Canonical: Ubuntu Linux, which includes the GNOME desktop environment, Kubuntu Linux, designed for the KDE desktop environment, and Xubuntu Linux, associated with the XFCE desktop environment. Don't forget Ubuntu Juice. That's JEOS, which stands for Just Enough Operating System, designed for virtual machines. And of course there's Ubuntu Server Edition, which gets installed by default without a GUI. Each of these builds are released on a 6-month cycle. Each release includes a 2-word code name and a version number. That version number, at least the original version of that, is associated with the month and year of the release. For example, Hardy Heron is version 8.04. In other words, it's released in the year 2008 in the 4th month. But regular releases are supported for only 18 months on both the desktop and the server. That's not good enough for many enterprises. Most businesses don't want to upgrade their operating system every 18 months. That's why there's such a focus on long-term support, or LTS for short. Certain Ubuntu releases, made every 2 years, get 3 years of support on the desktop, and more importantly for this course, 5 years of support on the server. That means Canonical will provide at least security updates for each LTS release for 3 or 5 years, depending on what you have installed. So far there have been 2 LTS releases. Dapper Drake was released in June of 2006, and Canonical will support it through the year 2011. Hardy Heron was released in April of 2008, and support for the server version of that operating system will be available through the year 2013. The next LTS release is anticipated in April of 2010, but if you're happy with the performance of Hardy Heron on your server, there will be backports to keep your system features up to date. So there's really no need to upgrade, or even consider an upgrade, until at least the following LTS release in the year 2012. One more thing. When you step into your job as an Ubuntu server administrator, you may need to determine the current Ubuntu release on the systems you've been told to administer. To do so, you'll need to confirm that release, which is available in the etc lsb-release file, or in the output to the lsb_release-a command, as shown here.